have a question from C in Australia who says, why can't I maintain a relationship with anyone? Well, let's take a look at that question, C. I'm going to share what card came up as well before I speak to this. So the card that came up is to ask for help. Ask God, ask your spirit guides, ask your angels for help. And more deeply than that is just take a look at your balance of giving and receiving. And what's coming up to say to you is, are you somebody who likes to do it all? Who likes to be in charge and likes to do it all? How good are you at receiving from others? So ask yourself that question. And if the answer is, I'm not very good at all at receiving from others, then that's part of your answer to this question. That maintaining relationships, it's kind of a two-way street. And if you don't let others in and you don't give them the gift of receiving what they have to give you, then it doesn't feel like a reciprocal relationship to people. Now, taking a look at you energetically, I believe what I said is the answer, and that we could expand on it a little bit more. And that is, it looks like you don't always see other people clearly. So it's almost like being in your own little world, or your own reality bubble, or your own perception of reality, that you don't always take the time to really look at the other person and what's going on with them and how are they feeling right now, or how are they responding right now. And that's not to say that you're responsible for the other person and how they feel, because you're not. But I'm just seeing that that it makes them feel like they're not being seen, or that they're being ignored. And so really the answer to your question has to do with the reciprocity in relationships, and having balanced giving and receiving. And that when you're in relationship with another person, there's your reality and there's their reality. And sometimes it's a compromise between the two. And that it's about perceiving the other person, seeing the other person, knowing the other person, feeling into the other person, and also sharing yourself, and being open to receive from them, and being open to give to them. And so I'm seeing that, ask your guides to help you, and ask them to, it also looks like that you keep yourself at a distance from people in order to protect yourself. And it also looks like that you have there are some things that you feel are really super important that you do while you're here this lifetime, and that you focus on those, and you prioritize those above your relationships with other people as well, which also makes them feel like they're not important to you. So it's about being in balance is really what the answer is. So that's given you some fodder, some food for thought. C in Australia. If you'd like an inspirational video reading in your inbox every week, there's a link below that you can click. And if you'd like your own free card reading because you haven't had one yet, there's another link below that you can click.